All right, so here we are on to the conditioning. We've got some cleans today. So your dynamic hip hinging or bending movement. We're gonna use a backpack for this today. We're gonna do 8 backpack cleans and then roll over onto your back on the floor and get the abs firing and do 8 dead bugs. So let's get into some demo stuff here. So I've got my backpack filled up, moderately heavy today. Not as heavy as I would use maybe for like a heavy deadlift, but moderately heavy. And in the end, the clean is just getting this thing from the floor to either my shoulder or my chest. So don't worry too much about really where it lands. I think it'll be a little bit dependent on what you're using. But to show for my backpack here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay it down so that it's north to south, left foot to right foot. I'm going to scoop my hands underneath it. And I'm using my legs and my hips to bring this bag up to my chest. So this is what the clean is going to look like. I grab, pinch with the fingers, and I use my powerful hip extension to get the weight up to my chest, and then we'll come back down to the floor. My feet are wide enough to accommodate the bag. I extend up, catch, and then control back down to the floor. So similar, you can think about it to a kettlebell swing. Controlling, trying to maintain a nice flat back as I get to the floor, squeeze up, and then control back down. Depending on what you have available, if 8 is too many for you have a heavy object, then do fewer, maybe 6, 5 or 6. And if what you have is really light, maybe take it up to 10 or 12. So that's the backpack clean. I'm gonna get that guy out of the way. And then we're gonna go down onto your back and we're gonna do 8 dead bugs. And this is happening from a hollow body position, so that kind of crunch type motion. And I'll show that setup first. So I'm on my back. I'm going to pick my feet up off of the floor. My knees are above my hips, my feet are up. And then from here, I'm going to crunch up a little bit. So I've got this kind of turtle shell shape on my back. My shoulders are pulled off of the floor, and my hands are just kind of hanging out by the knees. So right here, my abs are engaged. And then the dead bug is going to be one leg out, opposite arm out, back to step, back to where I began, leg out, arm out. That's 1 rep. We're doing 8 total, so 16 total movements. Again, left, out and in, and then right, out and in. That equals 1 rep. And notice that I'm holding that turtle shell shape throughout. So take 12 maybe minutes or so on today's strength work. Some backpack cleans, getting the weight from the ground up to the chest. If you have a tote bag or you happen to have some kettlebells or dumbbells, then those would be fun to use also. And then onto your back for the ab exercise. Take some time, have some fun with that, and we'll see you in a little bit for the conditioning work.